Chris the Nightmare Ariel, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, so I was on Instagram earlier, man, and I was just looking at Charles Martin's Instagram account. And 3 days ago, he left a picture on his Instagram, and then the caption under the picture said, just about ready for Dillian Whyte. And then he, linked Dillian Whyte to the message. And then Dillian Whyte came to the page and he said, this is a fake account. And people under Dillian Whyte's comment was like, no, this is actually Charles Martin's real account. So what do you guys think about that type of fight, Dillian Whyte versus Charles Martin? Now, before I even go to that, I know that Dillian Whyte is looking for bigger things right now. He wants a possible Deontay Wilder fight. Also, the rumors of him possibly fighting Berman Stavern for the interim title. I guess we still have to wait to see what the WBC is going to do with Povetkin and his test and all that. So I understand Dillian Whyte is looking for title shots, but if none of that can come to fruition, I think a Charles Martin fight would be decent. I mean, both of these guys, their only loss is to Anthony Joshua. Now, I know that Dillian Whyte fought a much better fight against Anthony Joshua, and he was there to win, and he was there to do his thing. A lot of fans were kind of disappointed with Charles Martin's performance that night. But, this is boxing, man. You're as good as your last fight. So if Charles Martin is serious and he wants to really get back in the ring and his mind is on boxing and he wants to go in there and, have a comeback fight and make it worth all of our while, you know what I mean? And I think it'd be a good fight. Martin, man, he's only been out the ring for, I think, about 9 months. Then I know he got shot in the forearm in Los Angeles. He got shot. So people have been asking him, when, on his Instagram account, when are you coming back? When you're coming back? And the answer he keeps giving fans is, hey, man, I'm healing after I got shot in my forearm. I need to let my forearm heal. Then he was talking about June of 2017. Now, I've heard Charles Martin say everybody from just recently he'll fight Dillian Whyte to 50 Cent and everybody in between. You know what I mean? I've heard him call out Anthony Joshua again. I've heard him say he wants to be undisputed champion. He says a lot of things, so if Charles Martin, he's only 30 years old. The dude's only 30. So if he really comes back, man, puts his mind into it. And because before the Anthony Joshua fight, I looked at him as a good up and coming young talent. Or not the Anthony Joshua, but before the Glass Call fight, before he even fought for the IBF title, I had looked at Charles Martin as an up and coming guy when I was rating him with the Gerald Washingtons and the Jarrell Millers and the Dillian Whytes and all those guys when they were coming up, even Anthony Joshua. You got to remember this before the Glass Call fight. So I was looking at all these guys as up and coming prospects. So I would definitely like to see Charles Martin back, man. He's still a 6'5" southpaw, 250 pounds. You know what I mean? He's only 30. He has everything out there in Cali. There's good gyms, good sparring. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that he can get some good work in with all over the country, man. So I'm cool with the fight. As long as he comes in and he's, going to give us a good 3-month training camp, 2-month training camp, 2.5 months and really buckle down and focus in, man. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? But you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments section. This is Charles Martin. 3 days from now, he may call out another fighter. But if he's really serious about returning in June, I think Dillian Whyte's a good fight. If Dillian Whyte isn't doing other things, as like possibly fighting Stavern or trying to get a Deontay, whatever he's trying to do. A lot of things is going on with Deontay Wilder right now, so I'm not sure how possible Dillian Whyte can get a fight with Wilder, because after this Wawrzyk fight, Wilder has been talking about possibly fighting Joseph Parker in a unification fight. I've heard some news the other day. I think somebody had something up about Anthony Joshua, but Joshua has to fight Klitschko first, man. Whether you think he's going to win or not, that's not a gimme fight. Fighting the old future Hall of Famer in Klitschko. I know a lot of people are favoring Joshua. I'm actually edging Joshua in that fight to beat Klitschko. I think it's time. I think it's just the reign of a new era, but I guess we'll see. I'm definitely not going to count Vladimir out. But if Dillian Whyte doesn't have a dance partner by, let's say, summertime, Charles Martin in the UK or wherever, I think it'd be a good fight. Again, that's if Dillian Whyte doesn't have bigger and better things that'll lead him to a title shot. But hey, you're fighting a former title holder, and it's somebody that also has just one loss like yourself. He's 30 years old and he's a big southpaw. Shit, you fought David Allen. You fought what's the guy's name? Ian Lewison and these other guys. So I want to see why a Charles Martin fight wouldn't be a good idea, especially if you don't have a dance partner going into the summertime. You guys let me know what you think about the prospect of this fight. Who do you think will win? Do you think Charles Martin is serious? Or do you think we should just sit back, kick our feet up, and just wait to see what's going to happen? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.